welcome to Short and Sweet Yoga Tuesdays. I'm Scola. Today's class will focus on energizing the body and then also recentering and calming the body. So we're going to kind of do a full circle round so we can get really energized but also focused for the rest of the day. So let's go ahead and start in child's pose. You can take wide knees to let the belly come through, or feet or knees together, whatever you're needing here, stretching the hands out long, pulling the shoulders back into their sockets. I'm reaching my bottom back towards my heels, and my hands are reaching to the top of my mat. Deep breath in here, and exhale out, lowering your forehead to the mat. Just taking a few moments here to breathe, checking in with yourself. How does your body feel in this moment? How's your mind feeling? Are you feeling calm or agitated? Do you know why? Do you not know why? All is welcome. Just keep breathing. And then on our next inhale, we're going to walk our hands out to the right, really stretching out through that left hand. And I'm going to pull my left hip back towards my heel to reroot that hip and get an extra stretch on the left side of my body. This is a time to explore what we're needing in our bodies or in our hearts. If your body wants to yawn or make any noises or sigh, let yourself make those noises. If you want to laugh, if you want to cry, just welcome it all. Inhale the hands back to center, and exhale, walking the hands over to the left, really reaching through that right hand, pulling the right hip back. And then on your next inhale, walking the hands back to center, slowly walking the hands back in towards the body so you can sit up on your heels. Taking a comfortable position here. If kneeling is fine for you, if not, you can sit on a blanket, block, bolster, or have your legs out in front of you. I'm going to bring my knees back together, and then I'm going to drop my right hand to my right side, lift up my left arm, and lean over to the right. Still plugging my left shoulder into my socket. Breathing here. And then inhale up to center. Exhale, place the left palm by your left side, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, folding over to your left. Always breathing here, trying to keep everything nice in alignment. We don't want to be so far reaching over that we're losing our breath. Always make sure that you can breathe comfortably in your poses. You want to find a good balance between effort and ease. And then we're going to inhale, sitting up nice and tall, reaching both hands up into the air. Exhale, twist to the right, placing your right hand behind you. Left hand can come to your right knee, and exhale, gentle twist to the right. You can keep your neck looking straight or more neutral depending on how open your shoulders are. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Left hand reaches behind your bottom. Right hand can grab the left knee. Every time I inhale, I'm lengthening from my scalp right above the roof of my mouth. And every time I exhale, I'm just sinking a little bit deeper letting go just a little bit more. Inhale the hands back up to center. Exhale, placing the hands in front of you, coming to a tabletop, so bringing the knees just under the hips, wrists just under the shoulders, micro bend in the elbows. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lifting the chin, not crunching, but still just extending. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck our tailbone down, pulling the ribs up and in to look back at our belly, pushing the ground away, still keeping micro bend. Inhale, drop the belly. Really let it go here. What would a cow feel like? What would it be like to be a cow? And exhale, what would it be like to be a scared cat? Pushing the ground away, trying to make yourself big. And on your own breath, inhale one more time. And exhale one more time. And then bringing the spine to neutral, so I'm not dropping or scooping here. I'm going to reach my right arm out in front of me. Left leg comes out back behind me. So I'm in a nice straight plank here. Try to stop from drooping like this. We want to pull up through that center. And exhale, knee to elbow. And 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, extend open as far as you can. Exhale, squeeze it in, knee to elbow. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Plant that right palm. And then your left foot is going to swing through your legs, stepping right at the top of your mat. Taking your right hand to the edge of your mat. Inhale, twist to bring that left arm up. Wrapping the shoulders back and down. And I'm twisting from my hips here, which allows me to twist more in my upper torso, but not going past the ease of my breath. And then exhale, replanting that hand. Step your left foot back to meet your right, picking up the knees. Inhale, pulling back to down dog. Taking a few breaths here. Whatever you're needing in your practice, you can take a crazy dog, pedal your feet. You can make it shorter, bend the knees, whatever you want. Just explore, sense, feel, listen to your body. And then inhale, bend the knees, looking at the top of your mat. Exhale, step, jump, or float. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway rise, reaching long, nice flat back. Exhale, folding forward. And then bending the knees deeply. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. And then letting them drop by the sides, palms forward. Taking a few breaths here. We're going to start building some heat. So then inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then you can either step back to high plank or drop your knees, untuck the toes, bring the chest down to chaturanga. And then slight lift in the hips here as I inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, pull the belly back to down dog. And then inhale, reach your left leg up nice and tall. You can stack your left hip over your right, bring your right or your left heel to your right bottom. And let's make sure that we're keeping our weight steady in both of our palms, so I'm not leaning into one more than the other. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, warrior two. Making sure that the toes are slightly in. You can have your heels in line with one another. If it's too much to have your arch in line with your heel. We're really pulling open here. I always like to have my palms up, elbows bent. This seems to be a little bit too much on my shoulders, but do what feels right for you. And then inhale, left arm reaches back, keeping that front knee bent. Breathe. And exhale, left elbow to left knee, side angle. And then we're going to bend that knee just a little bit more to place our left hand just outside of our left foot. I'm keeping a micro bend in my knee still, and I have a little bit of weight. I'm kind of tenting my hand to the tops of my fingertips. You can have a block, pillows, books, whatever you have around you. And then I'm activating this top leg. So my foot is parallel with the ground, and if I look down my body, I should be able to see my toes. And then nice and slow, if you can start to open up, great. And then exhale, place your right hand down, dropping your right hip. You can do a supported warrior three here. And then exhale, folding forward, standing splits. If your splits are here, that's great, no worries, wherever you're at. And then exhale, step that right foot to meet your left. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, lifting all the way up. You can add a little micro back bend here if you like. Exhale, mountain pose. So then now, staying balanced on that left foot, we're going to bring our right knee up. I can take my right hand to my right knee or to my right toes. Wherever you're at in your practice, just make sure that the spine is really tall and stacked over the pelvis. Now making sure that you have a nice focal point here, something that isn't moving, and it should just be along the tip of your nose. Focusing on that nice and slow, pushing your knee into your hand and your hand back into your knee. Start to pull that knee out to the side, pushing your right pelvis through. Staying strong and stacked here. Exhale, pulling it back forward. I'm going to take my left hand to my right knee, and if it's in your practice, twisting to look back behind you. Again, you can have hand to feet here. And then exhale, coming to center, putting the feet back down. You can shake out your left foot. Mine starts to cramp up a little bit. I think I get a little too intense with my foot. I'm like, I'm grounding. And I forget to just kind of soften over that foot. Coming back to mountain, inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back to your chaturanga. Again, it could be knees, chest, lower. A slight lift in the pelvis as I go to lift my chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, pull back with the belly. Try and stay in one plane as you lift back up, like a reverse chaturanga. Take what you need here, pedaling the feet. Exhale, bringing the knees to the floor, coming back to our tabletop position. I'm going to lift my left arm. Right leg comes back now. Holding really strong. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Now, if you have to adjust at all, please feel free to do so. Modify as you need. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, expand. Placing your left palm down, reach your right foot forward. Little lunge here. Left hand comes to the edge of your mat, and then twist the hips in and up together. As you can see, my body already starts to take me into that twist naturally as I work that with my hips. The more spiral I can get in my hips, the more spiral I can get in my torso. But not pushing past the breath. And exhale, lower that foot down. Bring that foot back. Pull back to down dog. Wiggle out your tail if that feels good. Bend the knees, looking at the top of the mat. Step, hop, or float to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees deeply, using your legs to lift the spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. How can you always bring a pause after each movement to see how it feels in your body? There's always a pause at the end of your breath and just after the intake of your breath. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back, chaturanga, or go straight back to down dog, whatever your body's needing here. Pulling back with that belly, staying strong. Inhale, reach your right leg up. You can stack your right hip over your left, keeping your weight evenly distributed between both hands. Pulling that right heel towards your left glute. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sweep that right leg through, coming up to high lunge. And then spiral that left heel down. Bring those toes forward. So now my foot is at an angle. I'm not parallel to the back of my mat or the side. Now really opening these hips, micro bend in your back knee. Really root through that heel. Open. Expand. We're always lifting, spiraling up and in and out. And then inhale, reverse your warrior, keeping that front knee nice and bent to whatever extent feels good for you, not past 90. And then exhale, right elbow to right knee, bringing the left arm up and over. Still micro bend, I'm still planted through both of my feet. I feel weight evenly. And then dropping that left arm, I'm going to reach my right arm a little bit out in front of my right foot and picking up my left leg, making sure that my foot is parallel to the floor. I got a micro bend in my right knee that's on the ground. So that way I can stay stable and really talk with the earth. The second I lock it out, I'm trying to bounce a broomstick. That helps with acro, but not for yoga. Let's communicate with the earth. What do you need to balance? Breathe. And then exhale that left hand down. You can come to warrior 3 or supported warrior 3. And then exhale, standing splits. Or if this is your splits, whatever your splits look like. Really trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears still. If you want to start to play with taking your hands away, you can bring one hand to your ankle and slowly work up to lifting the second. But that takes time, that takes practice. It's okay if you're not there yet. Exhale, stepping your left foot forward to meet your right, forward fold, and breathe. to heart center. Now putting our weight into our right leg here, left knee lifts up. I'm going to grab my left knee with my left hand and I'm pushing into my hand with my knee and my hand back in. So I'm creating this counter tension here, being really strong micro bend so I can communicate with my feet. If you feel stable here, feel free with playing and opening it. If you fall out, that's okay. Just make sure that you reset your foundation before jumping back into it again, because otherwise you'll just keep falling out, you'll get frustrated. It takes patience. Treat yourself as you would a small child. Inhale that knee back to center. I'm going to place my right hand to my left knee. If it's in your practice, go for a twist. Again, I'm not walking out. I'm not even walking out my elbows. Everything's staying connected to my center. Exhale, coming back around, letting go of that foot. You can shake out the toes if you need to. Shake out the toes. Regrounding in your mountain pose. So my shins are moving forward slightly and my bottom is like, my weight is really sinking down into my heels. This is what helps me to feel grounded. If I'm locked down standing like this, I don't know what's going on down there. Micro bend, root down as I breathe. I'm sending my breath down through my feet to the earth. And as I inhale, I reverse that stream of energy from the earth through my feet, up through my scalp. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to step back. You can go through a chaturanga or meet us in down dog. Pedaling out the feet here. Inhale, lift your left foot up. Exhale, bend your knee to your chest, and then now kick your foot out to the right. So I just threaded my left leg through my right arm and right leg. And I'm going to lower my left hip to the ground, take my right leg straight back behind me as I lay all the way to the floor. If you need to stay supported here, that's okay. Again, grab a bolster. You can put blankets under your hips, whatever you're needing here. Just breathe. Inhale, walking the hands back up. I'm going to slide my hips back and bring my left foot to meet my right. I'm going to lay my left side down, taking my left arm out back behind me. I'm going to lean back over that left arm as much as is comfortable. I'm going to take this right foot, bring it back behind me, and plant it on the ground. And I can use this hand to press a little bit more, or I can kind of support my torso if I need to lean off of that shoulder a little bit, moving with what feels right for you. And then exhale, rolling onto the belly, bringing the hands on either side of your ribs, tucking the toes. Exhale, press back, down dog. And then inhale, lift your right leg, bringing your right knee to your chest, kick your right foot out to the left, lay your right hip down, left leg comes out back behind you, and you can start to walk your hands out to lay your torso down. I feel the stretch in my T-band, so it's just on the outside of my right hip and leg. Inhale, slowly walk those hands up. Scoot that hip down. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Bring your right arm out to the side, taking your left foot behind you, planting it on the ground, and leaning over that right shoulder to whatever degree feels comfortable for you. Inhale, coming onto your belly, slide your right arm up by your ear, and then roll all the way over to your back. Making sure you come back to center on your mat. Knees about mat distance apart, shoulders tucked under the spine, making sure that you leave a small space for your low back so we're not completely flat here. And then exhale, drop your knees to the right, keeping your feet where they're at, and shoot your left leg down away from your shoulders. Try and steady your breath here. If you notice it's still kind of up and rapid, try and take some deep breaths. You can even sigh out loud. You can om. You can blow out like you're blowing through a straw. Saying ah helps to calm the vagus nerves, which are responsible for being in fight or flight, or rest and relax. Rest and digest, I mean. Inhale the legs back to center. Exhale, dropping them over to the opposite direction. Now we're shooting the opposite knee down and away from us. And then inhale back up to center. You can take the knees up to the chest, grabbing either knee with your hands, just to add a little weight. You can even take it up to a full happy baby if you'd like. Rock side to side, massage out the spine. Taking a moment here to do whatever your body is calling for that is calming and cooling for this moment. Inhale, hug the knees together. Thank you, knees. And then exhale, opening up for full Shavasana here, tucking the shoulders underneath the spine, letting the feet fall out to the side. Hips are even on the mat. Start to rest your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. Let the eyes sink back into their sockets. Let go of the jaw. Release the tongue. Feel the shoulders start to get heavy. The arms melting down. Chest, torso, hips melting, getting heavy. Like you're blending into the earth. Legs are melting down. As if you're sinking into the earth. And let go. distracted, just keep coming back to your breath. Trying to see if you can pause at the top of your inhale and pause again at the bottom of your exhale. Giving the mind something to focus on. Please start to bring your breath back into your body. You can stay here as long as you'd like, but if you're ready to wake back up, you can wiggle toes and the hands, the wrists and the ankles, knees and the elbows. Bending the knees, planting the feet, you can just kind of windmill side to side. Taking the arms up overhead. Ooh, nice big stretch. And then you can roll to either side, coming into a fetal position. Placing whatever top hand to the floor. Taking a moment here to really accept all that you did, allowing it to sink into your body. Taking a notice if anything's changed. And then exhale, press into that right hand, keeping the eyes closed, sitting up to a comfortable position. Bring the hands to the heart center. Taking a breath here to prepare yourself for the day, but also allowing yourself to just be for a moment, not in transition, but in a state of completion. May we honor what we need before we honor others' needs. Only then can we truly help. Only then can we truly make a difference. Only after we've made a difference within ourselves. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope to see you again next week. Namaste. Thank you so much for following along. Please feel free to subscribe so you can join us every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Also, save this video, come back to it anytime. This is a great mid-afternoon pick-me-up if you're starting to feel that 2 p.m., 3 p.m. sluggish feeling. Also, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions. I'm always open to those. So thank you and have a wonderful day.